Hello, class. My name is Adriel Barajas, and I am covering the topic of homeless people in America, but mostly focusing on California. And uh, the cover, the title of my paper is called "Striving for a Better Community." And the reason I chose this topic is simply because I see a lot of this around my area, around my city, and preferably I saw it in California. So that's why I kind of talked about the area, the areas in California more. So I also thought it was interesting that California holds the title of the highest percentage of homeless individuals, with that percent being 23.5%. Um, some of the some of the reasons that these people become homeless are because of domestic violence, structural factors, poverty, housing, system failures, and personal circumstances. So as a group leader, I would discuss this topic with my group, and I think it would one of the concepts that I would use would be to be an effective leader, create supportive and group environment through my communications with others. And I think it's very important for me to just relay my message back to my group and trying to get to the root of this problem. So another theory or concept that I learned was learning to reframe problems can be a highly useful skill for the competent communicator, and it is essential part of an effective leadership in groups. With that being said, I think it's very important for me to not only, when I want to relay my message back to my group, I think it's also important for me to be all open ears when hearing somebody else's solution. It could definitely open my perspective on things, and I think that's what I would want in my group, and I would want that cohesiveness within my group. So, with that being said, I think a quote from the Bible that stuck out to me that would relate all of this stuff would be Leviticus chapter 25, verses 35 through 36, stating, "If your brother becomes poor and cannot maintain himself with you, you shall support him as though he were a stranger and a sojourner, and he shall live with you. Take no interest from him or profit, but fear your God, and that your brother may live beside you." I think this would probably be the base of my group, simply because with my group, I think that I'd really establish, I'd really set a base and tell them that everybody is equal and everybody is, especially for me being a man, the brotherhood has to be established with one another. Even if I don't know the person, I would still have to treat him as my brother. Because I think with that mentality, I would, I would benefit and I would help people out. All right, so a couple solutions that I think I would find as a group would be supportive housing, affordable housing, rapid rehousing, landlord engagement, and deploying housing first system wide. I think it's also important to note that the root of the problem would definitely be how a homeless person got into the situation. So with the research that I did, according to the National Coalition from the Homeless, there are a variety of factors that can eventually lead to being this. Domestic violence, structural factors, poverty, housing, system failures, and personal circumstances, and relational problems with people and family members.